Qardaha is a village in northwestern Syria, in the mountains overlooking the coastal town of Latakia. Nearby localities include Kilmakho to the west, Bustan al-Basha to the southwest, Harf al-Musaytirah to the southeast, and Muzayraa to the north. According to the Syria Central Bureau of Statistics, Qardaha had a population of 8,671 in 2004. It has a predominantly Alawite population and is the traditional home of the Assad family, which has ruled Syria since 1970. President Harf al-Assad, who ruled from 1970 to 2000, was born in Qardaha. Under Assad, the government poured massive investments into Qardaha, Latakia, and the surrounding region. Today, this is evident already before entering Qardaha, as the broad Syrian coastal highway makes an inexplicable pass into the mountains just to reach Qardaha. Qardaha has a lot of luxurious villas. Major families in Qardaha: Al-Assad, Al-Khair, Othman, Shalish, Ismail, Jabor, Maliki, Nasif, Haytham, Suleiman, Dibukana, and Makhlouf Aslan. Jarkiz. A major statue of Hafiz al-Assad is found in the town center, and a huge mausoleum containing the graves of Basil al-Assad and Hafiz al-Assad is also located there. Hassan al-Khair was also born in Qardaha. Climate and geography: Qardaha in mountains area, but it is not in high altitude. Its altitude is between 350 and 500 meters, and Qardaha is in a beautiful natural area, because it has many forests around it. Qardaha has Mediterranean climate, which is a nice climate, and it has many rainfalls. Average high temperature in town in July is 29 degrees Celsius, and in January is 7 degrees Celsius, with nearly 828 millimeters of rainfall a long year, and 3 days of snow in January. The climate and nature in Qardaha aid to agriculture, and especially there is around it apples and oranges plantations with tobacco farms. History: the Aramaic meaning of Qardaha is the first village. The name of Qardaha is Phoenician and means the place that manufactures and sharpens the weapons. Several of the villages and places situated in the coastal mountain range have names that were originally Phoenician. It is said among the Circassian people of Syria that the town of Qardaha was actually founded by Circassians during the time of the Mamluk Sultan, Qansar al-Ghari. Evidence for this can be seen by the large number of Circassians that live in the town and the entire Alawite mountain region. There is even a street named Cherkes Street, as well as a large family of the same name. Qardaha in the Circassian language means welcome. The residents of Qardaha descended from the Qalbia tribal confederation, and the town served as the confederation's principal center. During the late Ottoman era, between 1840 and 1880, tensions between the authorities and the Alawite tribes of the coastal mountains increased sharply. In 1854, the Ottoman governor of the Latakia Sanjak was killed in armed confrontation between the authorities and members of the Qardaha-based tribe. This emboldened the Qalbia fighters, who proceeded to launch more raids against Ottoman positions, which the authorities responded to harshly. Fear of attracting the attention and subjugation of the authorities, and to avoid taxation and military conscription, was one of the reasons many of the Alawite Falahan who lived in the vicinity of Qardaha opted not to establish an agglomeration of settlement. Until the present day, Qardaha is surrounded by scattered rural hamlets. The town formerly had a significant Christian population until the mid to late 20th century, when most Christian families left for the major coastal cities. In 1970, Qardaha was given city status, along with al-Basha and Jurakish. Together they made up around 6% of the total urban population of the two coastal governorates, Latakia and Tartus. The three towns were also designated the seats of newly formed districts centered around them. According to French anthropologist Fabrice Belange, the Ba'athist government, which gained power in the 1960s, displayed a degree of favoritism for the three towns, all of which were Alawite, and Qardaha specifically. She particularly pointed to the fact that the sub-districts of Al-Qadbas and Masha al-Halu, predominantly Ismaili and Christian, respectively, were slated to become districts when each of the populations passed the 60,000 threshold, although the sub-districts of Qardaha, al-Basha and Jurakish all had less than 40,000 inhabitants. On the 24th of April 2013, the village was attacked with a barrage of rockets launched by rebels during the Syrian civil war.